Our 600 miles of remembrance is underway.
No pressure, out back. Good launch, still there. Clear, all clear, all clear. Clear by one. Clear by one. 48 in line with you, one back. One back 48, one back 9. Single, then double behind him. Still one back 48. 42 working the second lane behind him. 42 down in line, so two singles and double. Good corner, driving away, 5-4. 5-5, really good corner.
Well, the vortex theory did not work tonight.
Well, Mike, I got to say, I didn't want to talk about this, but we have been so lucky up to this point to get this race going. There's been rain scattered all through the area this afternoon, and I think it was quite a blessing to get this many laps in to this point without any rain, but there's just some light showers, it looks like, in the area, so hopefully we don't lose the track here.
Here we go. At lap 57, we are back under green.
Alex Bowman took 2 tires on that last time down pit road.
Just a 19 now, tight on your door. Quarter.
That's Eddie DeHaan, Chase Elliott spotter.
Quarter. He's going to push for an 8. He's got to push. You're clear. Still pushing you. He's coming back up top. You're still good by half. Now 1, drawing away.
2-car getaway. Here comes the rookie, Tyler Reddick, on the inside for third. Oh, one car was way up toward the wall and cuts down to pit road with a bit of sparks trailing it, flat tire. We'll update that in a minute. Here's Jamie.
Chase Elliott started this race third. That's where he runs right now. He's saying on the radio he's just a little bit too loose, but he also said it feels like it has too much rear spring in it. Jeff, can you elaborate what he means?
Yeah, we'll go to Larry Mack as we see right here. The 88 really loose. Oh, 14's in the wall.
Oh, Boyer has hit it hard. And that will put us under caution at lap 97.
He's going to hop out. I don't know if that was something under the hood or just after he hit the wall. Could be a right front tire.
Clint Boyer had high hopes for tonight. He was running 11th. Our cameraman saying, Jeff, it sounded like a tire let go on Boyer's car. Let's look.
Yeah, you see it right there. He goes into turn 1. There's sparks. That the way the angle in that car went straight, and that's the worst possible place.
You're good. Yellow's up.
That could happen. One of the fastest parts of the racetrack, heavy loads. This is afterwards, but he went to go to the bottom of the racetrack, and then it blew as soon as it took a big set and went into the wall straight in.
And this first stage will end under caution. 100 laps, the first of 4 stages tonight to get us to 600 miles. It'll be the second career stage win for Alex Bowman, who won stage 1 at Auto Club Speedway, as we're under caution for Clint Boyer's crash.
When you tight out back, still in line. At your quarter outside. Still right with you out back. Don't let him sneak inside. Still right with you. Even up top. Clear high. Half back your lane. You're clear. 2 wide, 1 back. 2 wide, 3 back. No real runs here. That's your entry. 19 with you. You got a huge shove from the 22. Got to your bumper. You're driving away by 3 here.
Boy, that's what you want to hear, driving away by 3, but look who's bumper to bumper.
Isn't that the way it works, Mike? Just a few days later, you get to the next race. Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch, bumper to bumper, bump drafting down the front straightaway that last time by.
Looking for stage points as pits are closed in this final lap of stage 2 that will bring us to halfway. Jimmy Johnson, after taking on just 2 tires, hanging on to 10th and the final stage point. Alex Bowman brings it around to the green and white checkers to win stage 2 from Martin Truex by 3.6 seconds.
All rolling good. 2 by 2 by 2 here. Still down there. Still there. Still there. He's being pushed on the inside. Here comes the 20 to push here. Still inside. Still down there. Come on, keep your momentum up right here. Should be clear on exit. All clear, bud. All clear. All right, let's go get him.
Alex Bowman out front. William Byron's car almost got away from him going into turn 3.
Like all good race car drivers do, Alex Bowman moves to the top. Martin Truex Jr. says, I'm going to the bottom. A lot of times also, Mike, what happens here is early stages of the run, as that air pressure is building up, your balance might not be exactly where you want it. You want to be good on a longer run, not necessarily on that shorter run. Looks like to me Alex Bowman either still needs some adjustments, that car's a little bit loose, or as those pressures build up, the balance is going to get better for him. But right now, Martin Truex Jr. trying to take advantage of that. He sees that. He sees those moments and those bobbles that's happening with the 88, and he's just trying to pounce all over Alex Bowman.
And they've now put some distance on William Byron.
Now right here is an opportunity for Martin Truex Jr. There he goes. You saw they stalled out side by side. Takes the lead for Martin Truex Jr.
Second place, side by side. Bowman going after Truex.
Has that preferred inside lane to make the pass. You know, Bowman had that issue with the right rear tire, but every time they put fresher tires, they had 4, now 2. He's shown a lot of speed, and Truex maybe having some issues, not liking the balance of his car on these right side tires. Ryan Blaney now closing in. You know, the problem with a slide like that, luckily there's only a couple laps to go here. It heats up that right rear tire and causes that loose condition to possibly get worse.
Bowman restarted 5th, Blaney 6th, Johnson 7th. They're now running 2-3-4 behind Joey Logano. Final lap of stage 3. Sixth place. And Connecticut's Joey Logano, with 2 checkered flags in his pocket already this season, is the stage 3 winner. The Hendrick Camaro driver, back at lap 200, had to make 2 pit stops to solve a spring rubber problem in the right rear. Started tail end and has now driven his way to the lead.
5 to go at the 1.
The way Chase Elliott handled Wednesday night's incident, maybe not immediately after climbing out of the car, but in the days that followed, was exemplary. He and Kyle Busch talked, they sorted it out, and then Elliott said he made a mistake, and I hate that it was such a costly mistake for us from a driver that rarely makes a mistake. And then he was ready to move on.
Well, and you know, it's a quick reminder just how long Chase Elliott has been around the racetrack and been around racing through his family, through his father, and has been racing himself since a very young age. He's been through situations with different competitors through all those years and had to deal with them, just not on this stage until, you know, he's come to the Cup Series, and that, he's actually had to deal with it a couple of times. But you're right, Mike. He handled it impressively.
And on the way up in his late model racing, he drove for his dad. And Bill often said, boy, sometimes you want to tell him so much. There's so much that you want to teach a young driver, especially your son. But he said there's just so many things he needs to learn for himself.
And, I just want to give a call to Alan Gustafson, the crew chief, and this entire 9 team. Remember, they're back on that pit stop at lap 204 when they had to make the second pit stop because of the right rear spring rubber issue. And then he made a call later on in the race at lap 277 to stay out. They almost fell outside the top 20, but they knew they had a good race car. They kept their head about them, and here they are.
And caution is out for William Byron.
Oh, wow.
Chase Elliott's teammate causes the caution flag with 2 to go.
And you can see there that left rear tire already down, actually shredding, and the fender damage.
19 lead lap cars. Not sure if Byron was in the free pass position at the time of caution or Michael McDowell. We'll check with scoring.
Oh, looks like he's coming to pit road. Wow, Chase Elliott comes and others stay out.
Didn't see that coming.
Same thing that happened to Ryan Blaney and Todd Gordon at Las Vegas, like I just mentioned. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
About a dozen of them came in.
See the 9.
2 or 4.
Looks like they're going with 4. Wow. So is the 19. I guess it's if you come down pit road, you might as well put 4 tires on. Of course, that's not what Kyle Busch is going to do.
And that should put Brad Keselowski back in the lead. Keselowski, Johnson, Bowman, Blaney, and the rest. Here we go.
Big push coming. Still there, bumper. Still outside. Big push. Still there. Still there, bumper. You are clear. You are clear. Side by 1.
Oh, moment for Austin Dillon.
By 2.
No.
Clear off the top by 2.
No issue though. Nice and clean.
Drafted 2. Climbing with you. 1 3/4.
Tyler Reddick in 4th, challenging Ryan Blaney.
Oh, I saw Bowman, I think, almost get into Kyle Busch, but keeps it going.
And 2 champions to settle it out here.
Leader sees the white flag.
Next flag ends the race. Keselowski, Johnson. Backstretch, final
He's got
time.
a pretty good run on Keselowski here. I don't know if he's close enough. Brad Keselowski.
Off turn 4 into the checkered flag. Michigan's Brad Keselowski wins NASCAR's longest ever race.
Brad Keselowski, finally he gets this crown jewel. He wins the Coke 600. Brad, we all know what a supporter you are of the military. What does it mean to you to win this race today on Memorial Day weekend?
It means a lot to me, but can't help but think about the Reap family and Donovan, and I hope they're watching. I know the race ran really late, but Memorial Day is a lot more than racing. But we're glad to be able to get to do cool things like racing because of the freedoms provided by those that are, willing to make those sacrifices, Jamie. And man, I feel like I've thrown this race away a handful of times, and I thought we were gonna lose it today, and I know we've lost it the way Chase lost it, and that really stinks. And today we finally won it that way. And I'm so happy for my team. I wish my wife was here. I wish my daughters were here, but it's a major, it's the Coke 600, and this only leaves one major left for me, the Daytona 500. So we're checking them off, and I'm really happy for Miller Lite. I don't know what's going to happen with them, if they're going to come back on the car or what, but it's been a great 10-year ride with them, and this is, their only race of 2020, and we're in Victory Lane. I know they're really happy because Miller Lite goes with Memorial Day, but I'm happy for Ford and everybody that just works their butt off at Team Penske. We might not have been the fastest car today, but wow, did we just grind this one out, Jamie. And the pit crew at the end, You know, the stop, or the yellow right before the last, just had a blazing stop to get us up front and put us in position, and all these things just came together, and I'm tickled to death, and it's a little overwhelming, to be honest.